Alrighty, so we have a new beta app update sort of thing. So if you're unaware, one of the guys who does data mining and stuff like that has access to the developer app, if I'm not mistaken, and he can sort of pull information and stuff like that from there, which obviously, like he says in pretty much every single post, this stuff changes almost every day, so take some of this with a grain of salt. Some of it may end up making it to the live version of the game, some of it may end up getting scrapped, whatever the case may be. It's just always fun to look at, like, kind of like an inside look at what they're doing on their version of the app. So yeah, let's go over a little bit of this, because it's actually pretty interesting. So, unknown race, all vampires, April beta. I don't know exactly what he's talking about here, unless I can't remember if this one was from April or not. This one was from May, actually. So I'm not too sure what they mean by all vampires April beta, but there was a lot of mention in the previous ones that they were saying that they wanted to add some of the vampires and stuff like that into the game. So there may be some sort of preparation and stuff like that coming. So that's kind of interesting. Demon race, Estarossa. I'm assuming this is going to be probably a festival Estarossa that they're working on. I'm assuming he'll probably end up being maybe the next festival or even the festival after that. You never know how they're going to space this stuff out, especially with them doing the Ragnarok stuff. I really don't know how they're going to end up going about doing the next couple of festivals and stuff like that, because they may end up detouring and not doing stuff that's so close to the chapter that we're on. But you never know. Obviously, it's not my game. So other than that, we have Gother. I'm assuming this is the demon, or well, it's demon race. So the actual like wheelchair Gother, which is kind of cool. Hopefully, I kind of want him to be a festival unit. Honestly, I think he would be a really good next festival, like a regular festival at least. So I think that would be kind of cool. But then again, he is a demon, so it would make sense that it would be like a holy war festival or something like that. But you never know. And then Greyroad. We've obviously been waiting on Greyroad for a really long time. He literally shows up in season 2, and we're now doing content and stuff like that from season 5. So it's definitely been a while. Everybody has asked at one point where Greyroad is. Nobody knows. I guess finally they're going to end up getting him into the game, or her. I don't know if he even has a gender, but yeah. Human race. This one's pretty interesting. So we have Roxy, another Shin. I'm assuming this Roxy might be the one that they've been teasing a little bit. There has been a bunch of leaks and stuff like that coming from the JP and Korean side of the game, if I'm not mistaken, where they have data mined animations and stuff like that for a summer Roxy. And she basically like rides a surfboard in one of her attacks, and then the other one she like almost like golf club swings a like rubber ducky at the enemy, which is really weird, but I don't know, they always do some weird rubber ducky stuff with the like summer units and everything like that. So we may end up getting a summer Shin, which would be kind of neat. Veronica is kind of interesting. I don't really know what kind of skills and stuff like that she would have, which then again, I don't know if these are even like playable characters. I'm assuming, you know, these are and stuff like that, but I don't know. Veronica doesn't have a whole lot of screen time in the anime. She doesn't really do a whole lot as far as like attacking and, you know, fighting or anything. So that would be kind of interesting. There is a new, like a Hauser listed right here, which is really interesting because I think there's some decent stuff that they could do with Hauser. Hauser was a huge unit that everybody used for like farming and stuff like that way back in the day. So it would be kind of cool to see Hauser get a little bit more like a new unit or some attention or something like that. And then we have Dreyfus with apparently a new ultimate and increases his basic stats, so that's kind of interesting. And then Hendrickson, it says new ultimate. His ultimate is similar to SSR Leonis Princess Elizabeth ultimate. So if I'm not mistaken, that's like the Druid sort of Elizabeth ultimate, where it, if I'm not mistaken, it just like heals and then you gain, I think it's 2 ultimate move gauge. I could be wrong on that, so I don't know. I don't have the game open at the moment to even look. But then we have Goddess Race Margaret. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the anime up to, I think they show this stuff off in like season 4, like Netflix season 4, season 3 as far as like the Japanese version of it goes. But the Margaret that gets taken over by Ludociel is what they're talking about here with Goddess Race Margaret, which is really interesting. I think a lot of people have really been like, originally when Ludociel came out, a lot of people were asking when they were going to end up doing the Margaret version of it, which I think a lot of people are probably going to end up summoning on just for like waifu status. Whether or not she's actually going to be good is to be seen. Obviously, I think with a unit like that, they'll probably end up making her pretty good just to make people summon for her a little bit more, but you never know. And then it says, I can't see the Ragnarok units events in the Japanese version of the game, and I can't access the Korean version, so we don't have any sort of update on what they're doing with Ragnarok or anything like that. So it is what it is. Can't really do anything. But as always, he says, note, all of this information is from the developer app. This changes every day. So we haven't got one of these updates in a while, and this one was pretty interesting, so I just kind of wanted to go over it. I'm honestly pretty excited. Obviously a lot of people are looking forward to Festival Esterosa. I think a blue would be nice, but a Festival Gother would be really cool if it's the demon one, and I kind of hope he ranks up and he's blue, so that way you can use him on the red demon team and stuff like that, so that way you can have one of each type of Gother. And I would imagine you're probably not going to be able to run him with the Doll Gother, which would be hopefully good, because if he can rank up and you can run him with Doll Gother, it's going to be absolutely busted, and a whole lot of stuff is going to get thrown out of whack. But I would hope that they, you know what they're doing with that. So I don't know. Greyroad is going to be kind of cool. I'm kind of interested in Veronica. I do like Hauser a lot, so I'm interested in that. Obviously, we don't have any sort of information on Shin, I don't think yet, as far as like maybe this is a summer Shin. And then new Dreyfus and Hendrickson, which is kind of interesting because they just did a final boss Dreyfus and Hendrickson on JP in Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you could get their costumes, but I could be mistaken on that. I don't know for sure, but if you can, and these new Dreyfus and Hendrickson units can use them, that would be really cool. And then obviously, I think everybody would be pretty excited about a Margaret unit, especially with her being like Ludociel Margaret. I think that would be really, really cool. And then I think the vampire stuff is pretty interesting too. But that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, this is all speculation. Take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, because any of it could change at any moment. Some of this stuff may end up getting scrapped. You never see the light of day. You know, it is what it is. So that's basically it. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see you guys in the next video.